Hi, everybody. Dennis Bain with PushButtonEmailer.com, and we probably both know why you're here, and it's probably twofold. Number one, you've probably finally realized that you've got a big problem. And number two, you've heard on the online, etc., or from a buddy or an associate or whatever, that PushButton Emailer has a huge solution to that problem. What do I mean? Well, you've probably jumped on board with a particular company, and you've heard that bulk emailing and all that type of thing is pretty dynamite, but you really can't get your head around all of it. In other words, most people jump on board with a business, but never get that business off the ground because they're lost in all the nuts and bolts of the marketing and the writing the messages and all that sort of stuff. So what we here at PushButton Emailer have done is turn ourselves into what we call a results-driven company. And here's what I mean. Let me kind of use an analogy here. Let's say, for instance, you went to a hardware store and you wanted to get a 1/4-inch drill bit, okay? In reality, you could care less about that drill bit. You really want a 1/4-inch hole. So what we've done at PushButton Emailer, we've concentrated on delivering the hole to you. Let me mention it this way. The drill bit is kind of the writing your messages, writing your subject lines, the various platform, and all the hoops you got to jump through, to get your emails out and hopefully land in the inbox, which the majority of them do not. So in this case, we are now a done-for-you service. In other words, we do all the marketing, we generate all the leads, and all we do is guarantee opens. You do absolutely nothing. In other words, the only thing you really do is put in a business link, hit submit, and you're absolutely done. Everything else is totally automated. So what do we deliver in reference to those results? Okay, what we do is we have kind of like two sales funnels. One we call the initial sales funnel. It's a big, huge apparatus that spits out double opt-ins. Okay, and in that, those are 600 BizOp opens that we guarantee you every single month. On top of that, we add another 600 network marketers. Now, the reason is because those two different types of people have two different mindsets, and we market a little bit differently inside PushButton Emailer, but we'll talk about that in a second. Now, one thing to keep in mind about these 1,200 people that you have to work with is that they are totally exclusive to you inside our system. In other words, if Johnny came on board, through that funnel into the opt-in, and we gave Johnny to you, we don't also give it to 5, 10 other people, and whoever talks to him first wins. Doesn't work that way. In our system, Johnny is exclusive to you if you're the one that got him. Okay? Also, these results, that 1/4-inch hole, are guaranteed. You will get 20 of these a day and 20 of these a day. Now, we've got videos on this page. It's going to explain to you how we do it. It's kind of what I call the bad boy video. You want to take a look at that, where we kind of pull back the curtain and let you know all the details. But let me kind of keep going just so we can get this overview. Okay, so I mentioned there were two sales funnels. That initial one that we created all the double opt-ins, and then we toss all those emails, etc., and those contacts into your personal sales funnel. And the thing about that is that it's totally divorced from the initial sales funnel. We can do what we have to over here and still keep this as a totally whitelisted autoresponder service. Okay, that's what's slick about it. So that second sales funnel, that personal sales funnel, is a full-blown autoresponder, which means that we have two different campaigns. In other words, I mentioned we have two different type of leads. Well, we talk to them in different ways. A network marketer has one frame of reference. A BizOp seeker has a totally separate type frame of reference. So that autoresponder scenario allows us to create two campaigns and talk differently to them. Plus, keep in mind that it is the full autoresponder, which means that all of your emails that have your personal information in it are going to be totally whitelisted. In other words, excellent inbox delivery. I mean, you're not going to get any better delivery unless you were just delivering, one Gmail at a time, Gmail to Gmail or something like that. I mean, excellent inbox delivery. And what's nice about that is, since it is a typical autoresponder, so on and so forth, that everything that has your name, in other words, your personal contact information, your business link and whatnot, is fully CAN-SPAM compliant. Okay. Also, you get full reporting with that because there again is a normal autoresponder scenario, and obviously in this scenario, you get notified of all those original opens, but because of that second sales funnel, you additionally keep getting reports on additional opens and additional click-throughs. Also inside there, we've got landing pages. You can create them on the fly, basically type in a headline, push a button, it's automatically tied to an opt-in form. I mean, no techie experience necessary. And you can also do one that's in a video. In other words, type in a headline, maybe copy over a YouTube link, put it in there, and bingo, you've got an instant landing page with, the headline that you selected and the video that you selected already tied to an opt-in form. No, techie experience necessary. We've also got a ton of stuff in the back office for you. We call them freebies. And what they are is things that every business could use. In other words, I've used them to build my business. Things like, if you don't like talking off the top of your head like this, there's teleprompters, there's clones of Photoshop, there's, free webinar, all sorts of stuff in there. And the point being, you can give those away to bring people into your business world, although you most likely will use them as well. So basically, that's just a quick overview of most likely why you're here. You had the big problem, and hopefully we've kind of explained at least the parameters of our big solution. Go ahead and take a look a little further down this page. We got a lot of videos, a lot of Q&As, that sort of thing. Take a look, and I think that it might just fit your bill if you're a network marketer. Keeping in mind that that's what we're designed for, so if you're something other than a network marketer or MLM person, then we're not for you. But if you are in the network marketing industry, we're a perfect fit for you. Take a look around. If you've got any questions, contact your sponsor, or you can contact us direct, whichever way, and we'll hope to see you on the inside. Bye for now.